Have you ever wondered what event sparked the deadly conflict known as World War II? Let's journey back to the end of World War I. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in June 1919, was intended to bring about peace. Yet, its severe terms stirred resentment within Germany. The treaty, seen as a dictated peace, imposed hefty reparations, territorial losses, and military restrictions, leaving the German nation humiliated and economically strained. Fast forward to the early 30s. Amidst this discontent, a charismatic figure rose to power: Adolf Hitler. His National Socialist German Workers' Party, better known as the Nazi Party, promised to restore Germany's pride and power. Hitler defied the Treaty of Versailles, rebuilding the military and expanding German territory. The pivotal moment came on September 1st, 1939. Germany invaded Poland without a formal declaration of war. This audacious act of aggression proved to be the final straw for Britain and France. And thus, with the invasion of Poland, the Second World War began. How did a conflict starting in Europe engulf the entire world? Well, it was a domino effect of sorts, with alliances and political tensions playing a significant role. A web of alliances entangled countries across continents, turning a regional conflict into a global one. It was as if a match had been struck in Europe, and the fire of war spread, consuming everything in its path. The invasion of France by German forces in 1940 marked a significant escalation. France, a beacon of culture and democracy, quickly fell under the Nazi onslaught. The Battle of Britain soon followed, with the British skies serving as the arena for a desperate struggle for survival. Meanwhile, halfway across the world, the Pacific was drawn into the fray with the bombing of Pearl Harbor. The United States, a dormant giant, was roused into action, marking the start of the Pacific War. World War II had now become a global conflict, affecting every major power. Every war has its turning points. But what were they in World War II? This was a war of colossal scale, a war of many fronts, and a war of numerous decisive moments. But a few battles stand out as pivotal turning points. Let's consider the Battle of Stalingrad, fought between August 1942 and February 1943. This grueling conflict marked a crucial turning point on the Eastern Front. The German army, once seemingly unstoppable, suffered a catastrophic defeat at the hands of the Red Army. This loss not only shattered the myth of German invincibility, but also shifted the momentum firmly in favor of the Allies. Across the globe, in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, another significant turning point was taking shape. The Battle of Midway, fought in June 1942, proved to be a decisive victory for the United States against Japan. This battle halted the expansion of the Japanese Empire and marked the beginning of a series of US offensives. And then there's the Allied invasion of Normandy, better known as D-Day, on June 6, 1944. This massive amphibious assault marked the beginning of the end of Germany's dominance in Europe. It opened up the long-awaited Second Front against the Nazis, hastening their downfall. These turning points marked the beginning of the end for the Axis powers. Each of these battles, in their own way, changed the direction of the war and ultimately the course of history. The end of World War II was as dramatic as its beginning, but how did it come about? The tide began to turn in the spring of 1945 when the Allies descended upon Berlin, the heart of Nazi Germany. Amid the chaos, Adolf Hitler, the man who had plunged the world into turmoil, took his own life in a bunker as his world crumbled around him. Germany, left leaderless and devastated, finally surrendered unconditionally, marking the end of the war in Europe. But halfway across the globe, the war still raged on. The United States, in a bid to expedite the end of the war, dropped 2 atomic bombs on the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The devastation was unimaginable, and Japan, witnessing the unprecedented destruction, surrendered. Thus, the world exhaled a collective sigh of relief. On September 2, 1945, World War II officially came to an end. The end of the war was just the beginning of a new world order. But what did this new order look like? As the smoke of battle cleared, the formation of the United Nations emerged, a beacon of hope and unity. Yet the chill of the Cold War began to descend, and Germany, a nation at the heart of the conflict, found itself divided. World War II reshaped our world in ways that are still felt today. It is a testament to the resilience of humanity and a sobering reminder of the cost of war.